Look what came in the mail, guys. A little cheap AliExpress exhaust finally came. Just like my last bike, I did the same exhaust. I had no issues with it. I'm gonna try it. It's not, it's not much of an investment anyways. I feel like if I ever go stage 2, maybe I'll like put an actual exhaust on it to get all the power, that it can get. But honestly, like I said, this bike is a big upgrade for me. If this lose 2-3 horsepower, I'm not even gonna be able to tell. It is what it is. The bike's not even tuned yet, so we're gonna try to install this and hopefully everything fits. Review says it should, but of course it says it should, or else people won't buy it. But I'll give you guys a cold start of its stock for reference. Let's see. Give it a little before and after. I did take off the muffler. The muffler is right there. I have a shorty up there too, but this is just the stock exhaust, no muffler. With the no muffler, it does pop a little bit. This, bike is called Don't Really Rev It. With the no muffler, it does pop a little bit. With the muffler, I see that it doesn't want to pop because it's muffled, of course. But yeah, we'll start stripping down the bike. It's not an install video, but it's going to be just pretty much maybe a before and after. Hopefully it's not too long. So far, just got the exhaust out. And it's going pretty smooth. A lot of things felt like it wasn't even tight, but I guess because it's brand new, it's just coming off really easy. But I can't complain about that because I'm not really having a hard time right here. And I'm not a mechanic. Like I said in my last video, I just kind of, if it's nuts and bolts, you could probably figure that out. If it's like internally engines or wiring, that's a little different. But so far, this is where we're at. I'm gonna mock that one up and then update you guys later. I'm not finished, but the new exhaust is on. That's the old one. This is the new one. It's definitely, of course, way lighter and everything of that nature. I am gonna test start it now without the muffler tip and see what that sounds like. Hopefully there's no codes or anything. I'll put all the fairings back on tomorrow morning. Let's see. Hopefully you can hear me with the stock exhaust on. It does muffle it quite a bit, so hopefully you can actually hear me. It does shoot a little bit of a flame with the stock exhaust on. With the shorty on, let me get that for you guys. I just don't really have a way to hook this up right now. Put you guys down real quick. It's definitely more loud with the short exhaust here. I had to take the fire alarm and put it outside. But I'm not gonna lie, this exhaust sounds way better than I thought it would sound. And I think total with shipping and everything, I paid whatever it was definitely under $300, I believe. And because my first exhaust that I did on my last bike, that was a cheap exhaust, it sounded great, it sounded good, but it just changed the way the bike sound in general. This one, of course, is extremely louder, but it didn't change the way the bike sounds. So I lucked out. I guess I picked the right cheap version. There's no leak so far. I still have to put on the exhaust spring hanger thingies on that side. But I'll situate all of this tomorrow, and I'm actually gonna say I'm happy. It is loud, but I have two mufflers. This is, I'm trying to be quiet, a little louder. I probably do have to weld hangers on that one, but that did come with an option to weld the hangers, and I do have extra little springs to attach all that things. But I'll figure that out in the future. But for now, like I said, it's not an install video, but it's definitely you want to save some money. I think it's all just metal anyways. I know tuning wise, Acura is gonna give you the best numbers. I'm still essentially a newer rider, so like I don't need to get every single horsepower out of this bike. Stock tune. I think now that I have this on, I'm gonna get the torque limiter, the torque tune, the free torque tune that the dealership offers. I'm gonna do that, see how that feels. Of course, I'm gonna like it more than it is now, and I think I'm gonna just chill with that. And if anything, I'm do the BT Moto Stage 1. If I decide to do Stage 2, and I feel like this exhaust is hindering me in power in any kind of way, I'll just swap it. It's not a big deal. It's not about the money. It's not about anything like that. I could afford it if I wanted to. It's just I kind of like going an alternative route instead of the same route everyone goes. That's why, once again, my bike looked crazy. It looks, unique like this with the wrap and things like that. I do crazy things all day, so like, I just like to be different. If everyone has a stigma of not wanting to buy a cheap exhaust because it's such an expensive bike, why would you put a cheap exhaust on it? At least I won't sound like them, because they're all sounding like Acuras and Arrows and SC Projects, which is great sounds. But this is just noise. I think it sounds good.